It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Huskies' sure-handed wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Huskies and the Blues, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate them.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. It's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Blues offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. They get 19 on that pass play, and that will be a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. A 19-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. 1st and goal at the 2. Here's a run. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Blues are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Huskies offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Blues offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The Huskies offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Blues offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. The Huskies offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half, find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
He's got it at the 3.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That one is good. And the Huskies will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Blues offense getting set to get back to work. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. That's number 40 on the season for him. It's behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a long.
Managed to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. A gain there of 11, and that will be a 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll run on 2nd down. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Throwing now from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Huskies will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Blues will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out
Third quarter
to be the
set
difference.
to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Huskies offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to look downfield once again.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
That is hard! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Catch made, that's Pittman. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown Huskies. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He runs with it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Blues. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He's going to air this one out. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 12-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. This one caught at the 4. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Huskies will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
This receiver went a long way to catch this ball. He started all the way out on the left side of the formation, and look where he catches it, Mike. He's all the way on the right side of the field. He just continued to work through those open zones, eventually found one, and the quarterback was able to put it on him for a nice gain.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 2nd and a yard. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's complete to Evans. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting...
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Here's a 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 16 on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st, and he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Blues! So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Blues offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. A toss left side caught by his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the air one more time. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game. And They've got 2 downs to extend this drive. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
The Huskies offense headed back to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-8. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down 2-8. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.